Math 140. Here's the last video for week number 3. You've seen the previous ones about research questions, two-way table. Now we're making a scatter plot. Here's the assignment as it's written on course documents. I'm looking for the Q to Q, quantitative to quantitative. In other words, numbers. You're going to pick two numbers, make a question, create a scatter plot. Acrobatic does have a guide to walk you through some of those steps. I'll do it as well. Sometimes it's more convenient to see it directly in person. So let's check out the data set. I'm going to single out Jonathan's data set today. Real quick observations. I know I mentioned this to Jonathan. Hopefully everybody can piece together how your brains are thinking about this data. Say, wait a minute, there's one categorical and a lot of quantitative. So right away, we got to augment the data a little bit. We need another categorical, but for this one we have enough quantitative to do a scatter plot. And I think the other observation is, since this covers all of Illinois, oh my goodness, there's a lot of numbers in here. I said only between 30 and 50 because it can get bogged down. So over here on my spreadsheet, you see I have a tab for scatter plot. I really just cut down Jonathan's data a little bit, only looking at a little bit. Let's make a scatter plot. All right, categorical. I'm not going to deal with it in this video. Check out the other ones for how to deal with categorical. But scatter plot, we just need numbers. So let's pretend I was relating, say, the population of a city and thinking how does the population affect the, let's say, the amount of burglaries. So I'm going to highlight the burglaries. Since they're not consecutive, in order to highlight them, I need to hold down the control key on my computer. As I hold it down there, I can highlight both columns. I'm wondering if the population affects the amount of burglars. And you notice that question I'm asking is perfect for part 1. Does the amount of does the population affect the amount of burglars? That's a good question on part 1. To make a scatter plot, I highlight them, just as I told you. Get up top to insert. You see all these different types of graphs here in the middle. I just want a scatter plot. In other words, dots. Click that. Click the dots. Ta-da! I've got the scatter plot. That's all that needs to be done. I don't need a very fancy graph. This should work out well. You can, just making general remarks about it, you'll notice that the dots tend to go upwards. This one's kind of a little out of the place. This one's a little low. So it's not perfect, but in general it looks like they're going up. And common sense tells you, yeah, bigger the place, there's more criminals, and that sort of basic analysis of things. If you want to dress this graph up just a little bit more, the title burglary is maybe a little vague, a little thin. You can highlight the graph, go up top here to the on Excel. If you see click design over here on mine, some computers it's on the top. Mine's tucked over to the sides. It's quick layout, and I can style the graph differently. You can put more grids here. That one's got all the numbers, which is a little confusing, but you get the point. Other computers, it's on format. Mine is a little different, or this version of Excel is a little different, so it might get lost. But up top, you can make your graph look a little more detailed. At any rate, that's making a scatter plot, and that's part 3 of the homework. For week 2's homework, everybody submitted in a spreadsheet, and it was nicely organized because the spreadsheet, you can give me the questions here, you can give me the two-way table, you can give me the scatter plot all in one place, and that's a really nice thing to go upload in Blackboard. So I'm looking for that by Sunday. If you have any questions, obviously, shoot me an email, and we can be in touch about how to address those sort of things.